welcome to another episode of Let's Create Villager Haven. Yep, that's what we're doing today. And to be completely honest with you guys, I've been a little bit obsessed with modded Minecraft lately. So I've neglected this world a little bit. And that's mainly because I need to go into a grind to get a bunch of blocks. Believe it or not, I don't have a lot of blocks. I don't have a lot of cobblestone either. It's like the saddest thing ever. I have a stone quarry somewhere back there in a useless cave I found. Let me get out of here. And it's just tedious. It's really tedious, especially I don't have a lot of diamonds either. And although I don't mind using iron picks, for this stuff, I only like enchanting items that are diamond. Otherwise, I don't see it's, hashtag not worth it. But anyways, as you can see over here, I actually don't know where I left off last time with the progress here, but I have a lot of, okay, good. Sometimes I put it on 12 because my sugarcane farm that's over there only gets like partially loaded when I'm over in this area working over here. So sometimes it's a little bit awkward when I go over there and like 3/4 of it is no, not that either. 3/4 of 3/4 of it are 3 high, and the other ones haven't even been built up. So what we're gonna do today, as you see over here, we're gonna be working on on the actual village section. And you know what? This is all sort of when you start writing a paper or a report or something, and you write down, you have your ideas, you have your outline, you're like, I want to do this, this, and this. These are the topics I want to go over. This is what I'm going to write in each paragraph or section, and that's sort of what I've done already. I have it all written out, like the stylistically what I want to go for, the types of blocks I want to use, the things I want to avoid, like grays. I want to avoid a lot of grays, except for this area because I don't I don't know what it is, but whenever I think of just the colorful areas of Mexico, since Mexico, I'm gonna say Reynosa, because that's the only part of Mexico I really know. I've been to other places. I've been to like Monterrey and Nuevo León, but like I haven't been to El DC, which is what is it? Mexico DC, is that what it is? It's just like Washington DC in the United States. It's another district, and it's the capital of Mexico. Mexico City, I guess. El DC is what we call it. Come on, let me sleep. And so whenever I think about, El Centro, which I've told you guys before is the sort of like the outdoors mall, I guess is the best way of putting it, but it's all very organic. It's all, booths and stalls, like there are storefronts, but it all feels very organic. And it's like sort of like a cross between a strip mall, a farmer's market, and I don't know, like a festival, like all in one. That's what it feels like to me. And just from an outsider's perspective, and my memory of it, because I haven't been to Mexico in, it's been years. I haven't been there since I want to say I was 14 the last time I went to Mexico, but don't quote me on that. I don't remember, but it's been a while. Like 7 years. A while. And even when I went when I was 14, I didn't really spend a lot of time in Mexico. So even then, I was probably like 12, maybe 11 the last time I went. Anyways, so when I think about it, I think, all colorful, everything is so colorful that eventually that becomes the norm. And when you see something that's gray and, very industrial, it sort of stands out like a sore thumb, almost. And that's what I want this area to be. Because this is sort of like just a break from everything, a nice place with some soothing sounds. As you can see, I haven't replaced anything down there. What I sort of want to do, someone suggested this in one of my past episodes, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Outfox. They suggested that I put glowstone down here, and that's what I'm thinking of doing. Um, I sort of want to do. I'm toying with the idea right now because obviously I don't have enough resources to do really anything. To just start playing around with stuff. But I'm contemplating replacing this dirt layer with a layer of glass. And I don't know if I want it to be clear glass or a shade of blue or maybe a gray tone. And then under that glass put a light sources, whether it be regular glowstone, redstone lamps, or sea lanterns are the new ones. So I'm not. I don't think I want to do jack o' lanterns down there. I think the orange would clash a little bit too much. I want it to be like understated, whatever I do down there. But anyway, so like I said, I've been playing a lot of modded, so I've been neglecting this world a little bit. Granted, I neglected my modded world for this world, so I'll find the balance one day. But over here, you could see I have a sort of the makings of a skeleton of a building. So well, I didn't come up with this technique. I saw this technique years ago. I don't even know what I was looking for. I don't know what I Googled or what I YouTubed, but I watched some guy and I don't even know if I'm subscribed to him. I wish I was. I've tried to go back and find his video, but like I said, oh, sorry. That I heard something. I didn't. Oh, it's a cow. Oh my god, you scared the shiz out of me. Both of my parents are out right now, so I'm home alone. And so I just heard this deep bass sound and it freaked me out, guys. Ooh, genuine terror right there. Anyway, so yeah, and maybe I was looking up tips for building, or maybe I was even looking for someone else who did Minecraft videos and I just typed in the wrong name and I ended up getting this guy. But whatever his name was, whether or not he still does YouTube or not, I saw a video and he laid out sort of a building like this. He just put, the bare structure of it to see, is this really the shape I want to do, before he put up any walls or any of the tedious work that it would take to, bring it down, because I think it was even before enchanting was in that I saw this. I think so. Like long time ago. And so a lot of people a lot of people are doing this nowadays. So it's not super unique, but it's a technique I also use. I did it for that building also. Except I sort of did it more like I did it like that. I just connected the dots whilst I was doing it because I wanted to get a general size. But over here, I'm working with an odd shape, so I wanted to do it this way also so I could see it a little bit better, because again, this was just sort of a playing around with the ideas of a cuboid shape. Um, sorry, my mouth's a little bit dry, so it's gonna sound weird, but my tongue is sort of like getting stuck into place, um, because it's so dry. Anyways, anyways, that was a little weird. Ooh, spooky sound. There's a ravine down there, guys. I think it's a two-pronged ravine, one that goes like that, and then another one that goes like that. Oh man, that was either a cat fighting with something or a child. I can't tell. It's either a child screaming or a cat meowing very angrily outside. Anyway, so what this building is going to be is sort of how do I say this? So in RPGs, that are large open world, for example, think of Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. If you guys don't know, it's a game that came out before Skyrim. It was a predecessor of Skyrim. And personally, my favorite game. I haven't really played a lot of Skyrim, but I know It's because I keep putting it to the standards of Oblivion, and I just can't because I really really enjoyed Oblivion and all the DLC and whatever. So whenever you go, or maybe like even Dragon Age, a lot of the Dragon Age games, any game that is like old school medieval y that way, there's always like districts, right? There's a market district, there's the living district, there's the like the military district, there's all these different districts, and there's always one near water, or like one that's on the side of a lake or something, whatever. It's always on the side of a body of water, and that's sort of like the fishing district, although not so much so, or maybe like the shipping district, or that stuff, where all the warehouses are, and that's where you get your shipments in, and you usually have quests down there because if you're a good guy, you need to figure out who's doing all this malicious black market stuff, and if you're a bad guy, you're there to steal things, or do the illegal exports and stuff. So we're not going to do any of that fishy business. Ah, pun. We're not going to do any of that. We're more or less, I want to make this sort of both a shipping area, I mean a fishing area, and and sort of like oh, a very, how do I put this? It's like the import building, like the place where you have to go and get all your papers and permits and stuff to bring things in and bring things out. And you don't bring anything in here. This isn't a storage warehouse or anything. This is like that building you go to, and they're like, no, you cannot bring things into this, into this city, and you have to pay your taxes, and okay, you have your permits, you have your papers, go ahead, That's what I want this building to be. And also with like a side thing, like over here, like just a lookout point almost, but like up here. Like I want this to be a fairly small building, like maybe one story here and then a two-story in this box. And like this is just the entrance area. You walk in here, it's fairly open. Oh, I didn't end up making this even. I mean odd. I was gonna make this even. Maybe, I don't know, I sort of like this shape, right? Yeah, I like this. It'll be fine. So, there's the entrance here, you walk in, and over here is the teller, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And you're like, "This is what I'm doing here." And they're like, "Okay." And over here are going to be like all the papers and the posters and the wanted posters and the looking to hire, and all those type of posters, like the bulletin board essentially. And then you walk down over here after you've dealt with this business, and over here will be sort of like the the stairs that go up, and then up there you'll be able to look down at ships coming in and ships going out. And this is sort of like just a transition area, and then over here in this small little section, it'll just be, I don't know, like I really don't, oh god, it got really dark really fast. I really don't know what I want that area to be completely honest with you. I haven't really thought it out. Oh god. So that's what I want to do here. And I'm using black stained clay because I don't have any brown. I don't have any cocoa beans. And I don't know where a jungle is near here, so we're going with black. And I think it looks fairly good with this color palette. I like it against the blue, especially from far away. I like it against the blue, and I like it against this because it looks like it used to be black, or it used to be a darker color, but due to being, in the sunshine that's always in this area, and from being near water, what I'm assuming to be seawater since it's ocean over there. You know, just it's sort of lost its darkness and its, suntan, is that the word for it? When, if you leave like a piece of colored paper, what is it called? Cardboard paper? You know what I'm talking about. The colored paper that, you have to buy your kids like a pack of when they start kindergarten or like first grade. And if you leave it outside in the sun too long, it gets, it loses its color. That's sort of like what I think this color is. I like it against both the sand, and I like it against the nice blue of the ocean. And also the sky, because those are really the three colors we're going to work with here, right? Because all of that is going to be sand also. There's going to be pretty much no grass to be seen here. All it's going to be is sandy, sandy, sandiness. And, the path leading up here and over here, because we're going to have probably the docks over here or like somewhere over here. I really haven't decided where they're going to be. Um, Technically they would be best here. I don't know. I want a like large docking station because if they're gonna come in here, they're gonna have to come in from like this direction or this direction, right? So they're gonna leave their boat, they're gonna get off, they're gonna go walking, and then they're gonna come over here and they're gonna talk to this person and they're gonna be like, "This is what I'm doing here," and they're gonna be like, "I do not approve of what you are doing here. GTFO." And they're like, "I will not GTFO. I propose a duel." And they're like, "I slap you with my white glove." And they're like, "Oh, you accept the duel, slap." And then, they take out the rapiers and they're like, "Shh." Yep, overactive imagination. There's a creepy sound again. See, I'm telling you, there's an entrance to a cave somewhere in this area, and I just don't know where it is anymore. So I don't know if I want maybe over here, but this is sort of like an alcove. Is that the right word for it? Sort of just like a very closed off area. This is probably where I don't know what you would do over here. Probably like a restaurants over here, right? Like that. This would be a good area for restaurants. Like you get a nice view of the ocean. You get nice water here. Probably over here we'll put a lighthouse. Um, a lighthouse over here. And these just have to be themes because we're near the ocean. Like we could 100% ignore it, but I sort of like it. I really, really, really like the color palette of the blue ocean against the sand. So enough rambling. Let's work on this building a little bit. This is sort of what is the word? Sort of. We're gonna go with the flow here. So I want this. Let's see. I know I want that to be higher. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do one more. Boop. There we go. I know, I didn't really count. Alright, I think this is one higher actually. It might just be my FOB. No, they're the same size. Sweet. Alright, so over here we have to make it just as high. Hold on, scratching my head there for a second. I had to be careful because I didn't actually make a lot of... Let's go, one up. I think that's right. I didn't actually make a lot of black. As you can see, I have a lot of different colors here that I was going to try out. One that I did try out. I made a color palette over there, and I just like this one the most. Alright, we're going to go with that. Let's jump and miss. Let's come back here. I don't want it to be too tall. I don't want it to obscure too much of the ocean. But I want it enough to, to be able to see things. So I think that's good enough. Let's use a different color. Let's just use dirt. So we're gonna go in here. It's gonna be my first stair, my second stair, my intermediate, and up here, and then one more. Is this where I want it? Let's see. If I were to do it here, it would be right there. Do I like that? No. Well, no. Well, is that the height? Is that a good height? Let's see. That would leave me with what, like 4 up? I don't know. Let's get rid of this. Get a better idea. Let's put something here so I could see it a little more clearly and not get an FOV illusion. I don't know, that seems like an odd height to put it. What is that? 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5 up. Do I want it to be 6 up though? Let's try 6 up. So going up, and this would be 6 up. Doot. Boop, 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 boop. This is like the thing I'm the worst at. Figuring out exactly how I want this to go. Or like the height of things I want to go. I'm really bad at just coming up with stair ideas. I had a modern house in one of my other worlds in which see, now I think that's too high. You know what? Let me change these stairs. So I made a modern house in one of my other worlds, in one of my, yeah, just another one of my worlds. Actually, it was going to be the original world that this series, well, not this series, but my Minecraft, well, my channel was going to start with. So if we walk over here, yeah, let's do one of these. But I changed my mind. I just didn't like how I was doing it. And I made this sort of really modern house, and I used a bunch of clay, and I used some odd shapes. But it was fairly compact, and I didn't have enough room to really do anything. I didn't have room to put stairs, and it looked not terrible. So I made there was this odd little square in front of the house that wasn't doing anything. So I just made those the stairs up, and they were also going to be the stairs down. And that's because I never planned for stairs. No, that's way too high. Let's go with 5. Work with this down here. With this down here. Actually, I might just have to stick with dirt because I don't have enough clay. Oh man. Don't worry, I came with a backup. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna do 5, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Nope. Nintendo's being really jerky about their content IDs right now. I don't know. That's current and relevant news. Did you guys hear that? So if you guys didn't know, Nintendo's always been really jerky when it comes to what you can and can't show. Maybe I want to put like some nice acacia wood over here. Let's let's not think about that right now. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot more. And if you like put up a video and well, hello there. Really random. Oh, you're gone. Well, I'll just, I'll just be on my way, I guess. Well, now it's nighttime. So if you, yeah, like I was saying, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah. So they've always been really jerky about, they if your ID was, matched at the Nintendo. Basically, if you played a Nintendo game, Nintendo would not let you put videos out. Um, and if they did, you would you would make no money. You couldn't monetize them. And now they've come up with that's one too short, I feel. They they've recently come out and announced that they will let, people on YouTube do videos of it, but they have to give, I want to say 50%, like a very high percent of their revenue to Nintendo, which is such BS. And it's obviously it's Nintendo in Japan, is it? It's like it's not the US or any of the West Nintendos that are making these decisions. It's wholly, Japan who I don't know. I feel like people would buy games purely because YouTubers play them. And I mean, you see it time and time again. Some games become very successful. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's, they're coming out with a third one. Why? Because that was 100% a YouTube game and it got very popular. Slenderman became very popular just because of that. It's just like, I don't know. Some people are just really weird. So I like that. Sort of want to do. This is going to be an open area right here. This isn't, like, maybe it'll have a roof, but otherwise it's not going to have any walls. This over here, however, will have walls, and I just. Oh, thank you. I just don't know what to make the walls out of. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. That's probably not the best wall to put it on. Let's do this. We're gonna have this all be covered up rather than have a window to see the beautiful scenery because we don't want to see who's going up to the business level. Do I like that? I don't like that. I don't want to use that. Let's try this. Or maybe, you know what? Let's try this. Or maybe we'll want to do like a pattern. Let's just do this real quickly, then I'll cut, see how long I've been at this, and we'll make a decision as to how I want this to look. We have nowhere near enough. Good. With this one and this one. Nope, I need that one. Let's go up here. Oh great, I put a wall there. Let's do that. And actually I like that a little bit more. I don't know if I like it with the theme though. I don't know. I'm gonna see how long this recording's been so far, and I'll come back with you to see what color I want the interior to be. And yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we're running a little long, so we're gonna do this real quick, and I'm gonna ask you guys to decide. So here are the colors I've chosen. This is one side, and this is what it would look like. The type of theme I would go with, making sure to have the line of black clay there, and then this shade of blue, and then there is this choice, and this one, which is, as you can see, it's just all black. I'm not really partial to this one, but it would be the cleanest. But I don't know if that's what we want. I want this to be a very professional looking building. I want it to be serious because only serious business is coming down. Oh, gonna be happening here. It is the most disorienting thing in the world to be on such low FOV. I can't even right now with this FOB. So I'm gonna leave off with that. Tell me which one of the two you prefer. If you prefer the blue one or the sleek black one. So this is what it would look like on the inside if it were, if we were to use all black. And then there is this side. What this would look like this. This does not necessarily mean this would be the running theme in the entire building. I suspect most of this is going to be black stained clay, because especially this side, I know this side will most likely 100% be black stained clay because I'm going to be putting, a lot of paintings up here and, item frames and such to signify a bulletin board. And back there is going to be probably a couple more paintings, maybe even a window. Not a window, you can assassinate someone through a window. Um, there's going to be maybe like a high window up here just to let in a little bit of light. But otherwise, it's just going to be the person standing here being like, no, no, no. And with a black background and a couple of paintings. Maybe. Or maybe more, or probably like item frames to signify different things. So, and signs and such. So, anyways, between this episode and next episode, I'm going to gather so much more clay. This is all the clay I have, essentially. And I'm gonna go back and refer to myths to try and figure out where a jungle biome is, so I could get some brown clay, because I think that's the only way you can get brown in the game, right? Cocoa beans. Anyways, tell me what you think about the whole Nintendo fiasco. I know I didn't explain it terribly well, but feel free to go research it on your own and see, how much they want to take. They're doing it for channels, like whole channels and just videos. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Oh, let me look at you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. 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 Oh, bye.